Today we're gonna learn not only Korean words but also Japanese words. Are you excited? I'm excited. Are you excited? Let's go. You may have heard that Korean language is similar to Japanese language. Before we start learning, let me give you a little bit of background information. Korea and Japan are geographically close and share many things in common. And even the sentence structure of both languages has many resemblances. Also, both languages use Chinese characters, 한자 in Korean and kanji in Japanese. North, East, and Southeast Asian countries, they are all influenced a lot by Chinese culture, and they are called Chinese character cultural sphere. As you can see from the map, the Korea Peninsula was the cultural bridge between Japan and China throughout history. Chinese characters and writing were introduced to Japan via Kingdom of Baekje of Joseon in 538 AD. Many Korean words are based on Chinese characters, and of course, many Japanese words originate from Chinese characters too. Unlike the Hangul or English alphabet, Chinese characters are logograms, which means each character represents a meaning but does not represent any sound. And the pronunciation of Chinese characters in Korean, Japanese, and Chinese is a little different for each language. For example, this word in Chinese characters, it means something is possible. And in Korean, it is pronounced as 가능, 가능. And in Japanese, it is 가능. And to read it in Chinese is 가능. Nowadays, Korean language is mostly written in Hangul, and Hanja is only used for specific purposes such as to clarify homophones or in newspapers and legal documents. On the other hand, Japanese people, they uses a combination of kanji and hiragana, katakana, which are their own letters. Now that you have the basic information, let's learn actual words. Korean and Japanese words created from Chinese characters have relatively similar pronunciation. And the words we are going to learn share almost the same pronunciation. Number 1, 간단. 간단 means something is simple. And this word is often used as 간단하다 or 간단히. As for adjective or adverb in Korean, it's 간단. And in Japanese, it is 간단. 점심 먹었어? Have you had lunch? 아직 간단히 먹을까? Not yet. Let's grab a bite. Number 2, 감동. You can say 감동 when you have a strong impression or deep emotion about something. It is often used as 감동하다, which means to be touched or to be moved. 감동 is pronounced as 간도 in Japanese. 너 주려고 꽃 사왔어. I bought this flower for you. 생일도 아닌데 감동이야. It's not even my birthday. I'm so touched. Number 3, 무료. 무료 means free of charge. When you shop on Korean online shopping mall, you can see this word a lot. 무료배송, which means free shipping. Everyone likes free shipping, right? 무료 and 무료. Can you feel the difference? The pronunciation is almost the same. 오늘 10,000원 이상 사시면 로션을 무료로 드려요. If you purchase more than 10,000 won today, you can get a free moisturizer. 30,000원 이상 구매 시 무료 배송. Free shipping on orders over 30,000 won. Number 4, 무시. 무시 means disregard and neglect. And it is often used as a verb, 무시하다, to ignore or not to take seriously. 무시 and 무시. Can you guess which is which? It's the same. 안녕, hi. 너 왜 내 인사 무시해? Why do you ignore my greeting? Number 5, 안심. 안심 has the meaning of relief or peace of mind. The Korean and Japanese pronunciation are almost the same. 안심 and 안심. 일본 여행 혼자 가는 거야? Do you go to Japan by yourself? 일본어 할 수 있는 친구랑 같이 가서 안심이야. With my friend who speaks Japanese, I'm so relieved. Number 6, 약속. 약속 means promise or appointment. 약속하다 means both promise, to promise, and to make an appointment. In Korean, 약속, and in Japanese, it's 약속. 오늘 저녁에 만나는 거지? We are going to meet this evening, right? 미안, 나 다른 약속이 있었어. Sorry, I had another appointment. 너 오늘 맛있는 거 사준다고 약속했잖아. You promised to treat me today. Number 7. 의사. 의사 means, you all know this word. Medical doctor. And 의사, 이샤. Slightly different. 의사, 이샤. 머리가 너무 아파서 아침에 병원에 갔다 왔어. I went to the hospital this morning because of a terrible headache. 의사 선생님이 뭐라고 하셔? What did the doctor say? We already learned about Korean words from English in previous video, if you remember. And there are some loan words from Japanese words too. 가방. 가방 means bag. It refers to any bag, whether it is made of clothes or leather, doesn't matter. And 가방 is from Japanese word 가방. Korean people use the English word bag too, pronounced as 백. 내 가방 예쁘지? How do you like my bag? 에코백이야? 어디서 샀어? Where did you buy that eco bag? 구두. 구두 means shoes, usually leather shoes. This word is from the Japanese word 굿즈. Shoes in general are called 신 or 신발, and sneakers are called 운동화. 새로 산 구두 신었더니 발이 너무 아파. These new pair of leather shoes are killing my feet. 내 운동화랑 바꿔 신을래? Do you want to switch in my sneakers? 깡통. 깡통 means can, the cylinder-shaped container made of tin. And this word combines the Japanese word for can, 칸, and Korean word 통, which means container in Korean. Canned foods such as fruit, vegetables, meat, it is all called 통조림 in Korean. 통 is from here. 복숭아 통조림 사왔어. I bought canned peaches. 복숭아는 어디 있고 빈 깡통만 남았어? Where are the peaches? All I can see is an empty can. So we learned 10 Korean and Japanese words which has really similar sound. If you're familiar with Japanese language, why don't you start learning Korean or vice versa? You've got a head start on Korean vocab already. Please leave a comment if you know any other Korean words similar to Japanese. Thank you for watching. ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。감사합니다. Bye guys. And also check our products that we made with love from Korea.